EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport. Historic Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Chicago Bears. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. And off we go from the Windy City. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. First carry for the Spartan, Kenneth Walker. And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line. A big play right out of the gate on the first play. 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he will get into the end zone. Cooper Kupp, touchdown Seahawks. And Greg, that is the way you love to start one of those games. Get off the bus, get on the field, get in the end zone. The road team with the first 6 of this one.
And you can just see, Mike, it takes a lot of the air out of the stadium. And this crowd, they're fired up, start of the game, trying to make their presence felt. And the opposing team goes all the way down for an opening drive touchdown. That's an ideal way to start when you find yourself on the road.
He'll start at the 4. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. Off play action. Here's Williams. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Boye Mafe in there to drop him, and that's going to be a loss of 9 to open this drive. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That is caught downfield by Odunze. That's how to dig yourself out of the hole. A pickup of 18, much more manageable. 3rd and 2 coming up.
And brings up 3rd down.
Here's Williams. He's got his tight end. It's Loveland. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. A play fake. Now Williams. He runs with it. He's going to be marked down short of the 45, short of the first down, and here comes 3rd down.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
On 3rd and a yard, it's Williams. Oh, they try to go down the field with it, but it winds up incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target, and it's going to lead to 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
They're going for it. Here's Williams. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Turnover on downs.
Darnold to throw on first down. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it.
And the Seahawks, first down.
Here's a handoff to Walker. And he's into the end zone. Kenneth Walker, touchdown Seattle.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks move out on top, 14-0. We are through one. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. We're back to Soldier Field after this.
Jason Myers to kick off.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
On second down, it's Williams. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And now it's fourth down. They'll indeed go. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is set.
I'm in a tunnel, foot on the gas. I see these demons, hoping I crash. All that I wanted, like the last laugh. Gotta move fast, get to the bag. I saw the signs for so long. Just a reminder to hold on. Ain't gonna cry or go home. Stay strong, yeah. Walls keep closing in. I keep going in. See that I'm gonna be the first, but they praying that I won't let. And you know that I get better when I wanna get better. I get better when I wanna get better. I get better
A live look at NRG Stadium, opened in 2002 here in Houston. Today, a fun matchup in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Houston Texans. Ready to get this one going. And we're off and running from Houston. Samaje Perine on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
First give of the game here to Chase Brown. Has a hole left, room to run. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals take a 6-0 lead right away. So one snap, and they're in the end zone, Brock. Tell those stat keepers to be ready. Might be a very busy game for them.
I'm kind of up for that. You kind of like that little pace?
A hundo, partner, 100%.
And to do it on the ground, so what a way to begin the proceedings. The first punch thrown in the 4-quarter boxing match ends up being a haymaker.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. Off the play action. Here's Stroud. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Right on the sneak. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
Okay, that fits under the umbrella of some coaches just don't want to mess around. That's about as conservative as it gets. Instead of taking some shots, which you could do in 2nd and short, they decide to just move those chains.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Stroud off of play action. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And it sets up a Houston first.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
1st and 10 on to Nixon. And that one very short, only getting to the 27. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Keeping it with Mixon. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Diving, it looks close. They say he caught it. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
The handoff from Nixon, running right. First guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
In the goal And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
And the Texans, first down.
He'll try to do it himself. And he manages to get back to the line, but no further, as we're at the end of one. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. Time for our second quarter. The Texans with a chance to score.
18, what's that?